Hi, my name is Mike Kinman. My pronouns are he, him, and I am so deeply grateful to be the rector of All Saints Church. I really miss seeing your faces and feeling your hugs, and at the same time, I am deeply moved at how I see you reaching out to each other and the world and finding creative new ways to be together and to love. You are amazing. God shines so powerfully through you, and I am deeply grateful that we are All Saints Church. I want to give you an update on what your vestry has been doing. We met last Tuesday, March 24th, so I'm sorry it's taken a little while to get you this update. We're still adjusting to these vastly different ways of communicating with each other. Our last meeting, we spent more than an hour just checking in with each other. We wanted everyone to share how they were doing, and we also knew that in listening to 30 to 35 stories, we would get a good sense of how the broader All Saints community is doing, and that would help us lead and care for each other better. It was pretty moving. We are, as you would imagine, all over the map, feeling all those things that you're feeling: uncertainty, anxiety, hope, love, moments of fear, moments of joy, really missing being together, and also grateful for the new ways that we're coming together. And what came through the most was a fierce love for this community and a trust that God is so deeply present and binding us together and continuing to lead us out into the world. And then we spent some time talking about this new world that we're in now and how we can plan for being church in the best, most powerful ways when, well, frankly, we don't know how long this time of physical distancing is going to last. We had people prepare for this meeting by watching and reading hard data about COVID-19 from medical experts. We talked about how some of the things scheduled for mid to late summer, like the Olympics and the Lambeth Conference, were already being postponed. And we were unanimous in saying that we will gather again physically only when public health professionals and epidemiologists tell us that it's safe to do so. One of the strengths of All Saints Church is our conviction that science and faith not only can coexist, but must coexist. And as people of deep faith, we're going to listen to the scientists, because right now they are the ones who are telling us how best to love each other by keeping each other safe. We also talked about our value of prioritizing the care of those most vulnerable and how we needed to continue to shift energy into reaching out into the broader Pasadena community to help where we're needed. And we talked about how staff and ministry leaders were living in this really hard place of not knowing when we were going to be back physically together, and how that made it really hard to plan for the future. So, given all this, the vestry decided that for planning purposes, we're not going to count on being able to gather physically the way we are used to for a while, probably through the end of the summer. Certainly, if public health professionals tell us we can come back safely earlier, we will be thrilled. And we're just going to start planning for it now, of this time of being physically apart, because this will let us focus our energies both on being the church for one another in this new reality, and just important focus on how we can help those most vulnerable among us and reach out into the community. Now, I am sad about not getting together physically for a while, and I am excited that I already see us moving into this new reality in powerful ways. All Saints Church has always been about putting our faith into action and living God's love out loud. Our Pasadena and San Gabriel Valley community needs us right now, and already we are stepping up, and now we're going to be able to say, well, we're going to look forward to a great, big, huge celebration when we can get together again. And for now, we're going to focus on how we can serve and love the best in a world that deeply needs it. Later in the meeting, Christine Hartman reported from the congregational response team and told amazing stories of us reaching out in care to each other. And if you want to be a part of that, just email Christine at icehatcreative.com. And we heard updates from our new senior and junior wardens, Juan Mejia and Monique Thomas, and we expressed gratitude that our former wardens, Mary Ann Ahart and Steve Williams, are going to be not only staying on the vestry because their terms aren't up, but they've agreed to stay on as special counsels to the wardens and to me during this pandemic time, mostly because we've discovered that We work really, really well together as a team. And we talked about how deeply we value your generosity to All Saints Church. The phrase "now more than ever" can be overused and its intent lost through repetition. And I really think it has special meaning now. Like rarely in its history, All Saints Church needs your ongoing financial support now to sustain it through this time as we do everything we can to be a loving community, to help one another, and to be present for those whose needs are great. So please click on the donate button below in this email to make a pledge or pledge payment, a special gift to give by text, and to see several other ways to support All Saints Church. And thank you so very much for your generous support. Well, that's about it. The next Vestry meeting is April 21, and we'll be on an every 2-week schedule after that. Hope to see you this Sunday for Palm Sunday, and we'll have a Rector's Forum with Becca Stevens and Franny Hall-Kieschnick beginning at 10 a.m., Children's Chapel at 11, and then our Palm Sunday services complete with Passion Gospel and Palm Blessing, both at 11:15 and 1. Looking forward to coming together with you then. Love you all so much.